Yo, what's good? I don't really know what I'm gonna be talking about right now, but I feel like I've been wanting to make one of these type of videos for a minute, where I just sit down and um just talk from my soul because I feel like I really got a lot to say, and I don't really like I have the platform, but I don't use it as much as I feel like I should. I feel like most people have the platform and don't use it how they truly want to sometimes because maybe like they're worried about like an aesthetic or like an image or something. And I just kind of want to strip that all away from me and um, just talk for a little bit because, again, I feel like there's a lot I want to say that um, I don't really get the chance to. So, yeah. Um, First off, if you don't know who I am, my name's Austin. You don't gotta call me Austin forever. You can just call me Austin. It's cool. I make music. I make art. I painted that right there. It's nothing. No, I have a bunch of other shit too. But yeah though. I mostly make music. Um, Whatever. We all got dreams, right? I'm also gonna be grinding weed while I do this. So yeah, I don't know how YouTube friendly that is, but I don't really care. So it's whatever. Um, anyway though, no matter who you are though, we all got ambitions, whether they're creative or whether they're just personal. Um, and I guess I don't know, some for me personally, I want to, I really focus on the art. I focus on whether it's music, painting, drawing, writing, filming, anything. I just have a love for art and creating things that are going to be here longer than me. And you know, I what the route I'm taking isn't really like you don't go to school for that. And you can go to school for a bunch of different things. So maybe I'm wrong, but um I guess I don't know. I feel like your ability to be the best true artist that you can doesn't come necessarily from school. That's something you're born with. That's something that comes from here or up here. You go to school and you know do go to school for whatever it might be, but for certain things, I mean, I'm an artist. I record music, whatever. Like, you don't go to school and it's like, all right, this is it. Time to go on tour. Time to go do this. Time to go perform. Whatever. No, like that comes through hard work and dedication. It's something you gotta build, and that's my own personal thing, with the music. But whoever you are, whatever your passions are, everybody has um those things that I guess might seem, I don't know, like maybe it's like an uphill battle. Like you're constantly walking uphill. And I just want to say that, whatever your thing might be, even if it is something you go to school for, maybe you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, um, or a therapist or something, whatever it might be. Um, you gotta do it, man. You just gotta, and I know it sounds so simple, like just go do it. I know it's not that simple. Trust me, I know. I've been doing this shit for like, I think 6 years now, doing this music shit. It's been quite a journey, man. I mean, I rebranded myself midway through that shit. I've dropped like how many albums? I think there's two out on all streaming, but I made more. Like it's been a whole journey for me, um, and I've come such a far way from where I've started from, just being a kid in high school who was like, who knew what I wanted to do since all the way back then, but was just like nervous to fully put myself out there. Um, but although I know I've come so far, I'm still so much farther from where I want to be, or at least it feels like I'm so much farther. But the thing is like you never know what tomorrow brings, and that should mean something coming from me. You know what I mean? That should mean something coming from the kid who, like, I don't know, sticks to himself, does what he's supposed to do. I go to work. I do my thing at work, make my money, come home, have somewhat of a social life. And then I am like locked in on making art. Right now, I was literally just finished editing a music video. Like, I edit my own shit. I invest into myself, time, money, whatever it might be, you know? And I've come such a far way, you know? Right now I'm recording on my iPhone, but for music videos I used to record on here too. And then I got a camcorder, just right over there, and then I got even nicer camera, you know? And I bring this all up to say that I've come such a far way from where I've started, but sometimes I sit here and I feel like I'm nowhere near where I want to be. You know, I feel like I don't know, you even feel lost in it a little bit. Not that I've ever felt like, you know, the need to stop or quit. That's something that's never crossed my mind. I mean, I don't know, you for sure have days that are like you might not feel as whatever, but I've never seriously considered stopping what I'm doing. I've come too far to stop. And I know my worth. I know what I want to achieve. And I know one day people gonna watch this video and be like, yo, I don't know. Like, they gonna, like, I know y'all will know me. I know y'all will know me. And that's no cocky shit. That's not no whatever. And that's not my goal. My goal isn't to be like, I just want to be one of the greatest artists, you know? I want to be one of the greatest artists. I don't care about, like, I mean, I don't know, I could sit here and act like I don't care about this and that. I mean, obviously, like, you know, certain things are cool, you know? I imagine, like, if one of my songs did 1 million, that'd be, like, crazy. If I ever got a Grammy one day or something like that, that'd be crazy. So I'm not gonna act like I don't care about that, but that's not what it's about. You know what I mean? At least for me personally, I want to make something where it could touch the human soul after I've already been here, after my time's up, you know? Just making things that are gonna last longer than me. You know, I could, not to be dark or anything, but something could happen to me tomorrow and I won't be here, but maybe a song I made from a couple years ago will reach the ears of somebody who will then make the next biggest thing, whether it's, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? You never know who you're going to inspire is my point. And I don't know, I guess the overall theme of this video, because I'm kind of all over the place. I don't know what that little hand gesture was, but I'm kind of all over the place. But I guess my overall point is just keep going. Just keep going with whatever it is you want to do, even when it feels like, you know, it's just you. And I don't know, maybe your vision doesn't align with everybody else's, you know, because it definitely could definitely feel like it's you versus the world. And it feels like, I don't know, maybe you have a vision up here, but you might not know how to properly express it to somebody else. So then that could leave you discouraged when they don't understand it. But you gotta understand, like, there's so many times where I'll have a concept for like a music video or a song or an album even, and I will explain it. And, you know, you have the most supportive people, like, you know, I have a great support system in my life. You know, people who see what I've created, see what I'm working for, they get it. But sometimes with certain things, they don't fully understand. Like, again, I have a crazy music video concept. And I want to do, you know, I want to bring paintings out into the woods and film a music video. And do this and that and make all these scenes tie into each other when I zoom into a painting and then zoom back out. It's like I have so many things going on up here that I'll try to explain it. And then, you know, you're almost met with like a silence or like a something that's like, all right, like, you know, let's do it, blah, blah, blah. Like, not that anyone's discouraging me, but it's like, you know, they don't fully get it. And that's how it's going to be with whatever it is you got going on. Unless you got a very black and white thing that you want to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Again, unless, you know, you're going to school, you know what you want to do, blah, blah, blah. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, for most, like, I guess, creative endeavors or things like that, if you're doing something that's more like, I don't know, you got to take your own path. You got to make your own path. There's going to be a lot of times where you're met with, like, I don't know, it just feels like, oh, maybe they're not really seeing the vision, or like, oh, I want to film this and do this, but no one's really with it. And that's just part of it. Because one day, you make that music video, and they're like, oh shit, that's fucking sick. You know what I mean? So that's why, and again, I have a great support system. I have a great support system. I have great friends. I got people who genuinely care about what I'm doing, and they help me out no matter what. And that's awesome. But, some people might not. You might be watching this and you might want to go and start doing something that you might not feel encouraged to do just because maybe like other people around you might not fully get it or whatever, but just keep going, man. Just keep going, and I'm sorry if I'm a little all over the place and like maybe I'm jumping from point to point. Again, I don't know, I didn't come into this with a script. I'm just kind of free, whatever, as I do it. And, who am I to take advice from in the first place? You know what I mean? I'm just some 21-year-old kid grinding up weed in his bedroom, editing music videos and talking about life. So, yeah. But, I don't know. That's about it for me. I'm not going to sit here and, like, waste any more time or take up too much of your time than I need to. So, I'll leave that here. But I want to make more of these type of videos where I just sit down and kind of talk about these type of things, because I think it's really inspiring when like I'll be feeling in some weird type of way where I'll wake up in the morning and I might not want to get out of bed. I might just want to lay there and scroll on Instagram Reels or whatever. But then, I'll go on to YouTube or whatever and I'll see like a video that's like titled like whatever, bro. I don't know what the fuck it's titled in this scenario, but it's titled something, and you click it, and it's like a sit down video like this, and they just say the perfect thing, and it makes you feel ready for your day, and like you'll go from laying down in your bed feeling like, oh, I just want to lay here and not do shit. I just want to keep scrolling and just whatever. Go from that to feeling like, all right, I'm ready to take on the day and do my thing. That's why I want to do this. That's why I want to sit right down right now and kind of just talk. So hopefully I could do that for somebody watching this. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you for watching. Damn, I really sound like a YouTuber right now. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Blah blah blah. No, really though. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I'm sure I'll make some more of these sometime soon. So yeah, I'll see y'all.